So, welcome to my patio ghetto. So, like here in New York, well, especially like Long Island and New York City, it's very hard to come by space. There's not too many acreages to grow farms. So, yeah, sorry for the mess out here. But nonetheless, like I'm growing all sorts of vegetables here in my yard. Tomatoes. Look at this. This thing is supposed to be 9 feet tall, but the whole entire plant leaned forward and it's growing downwards now. I tried to stake it up this way, but that's not working. But this thing would be as tall as my roof if I had the proper stakes. So I got my pepper plants and my oregano, and I got huge bean plants here that are just growing along. And today I just picked over 100 beans from these 3 plants in pots. I got my Roma tomatoes, my roses, loads of roses, in all sorts of different pots. I even have my broccoli and my arugula, my basil. I have everything. So now the issue is we just had a major thunderstorm, and this tomato plant ended up growing even larger than it was. And this is in a pot. So can you imagine how big this thing grew? Now the whole thing is just starting to lean forward now. I don't know if you can see the big lean. It's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And the situation is that I have a hoop in there, but the hoop is so like weighted down from all the tomatoes on this plant that the whole thing just started to lean forward. And I can't go to like Home Depot at 2 o'clock in the morning to try to find something to stake this plant up. And so what I did was, for now, I found this like little rake and I stuck it in the back of the plant. I don't even know if you can see how big this plant is. It's gigantic in this little pot. And it has enormous tomatoes growing on it that are weighing it down so much that the whole thing is just leaning forward. And I'm panicking because I really nurtured this plant from a baby. I mean, it was a teeny tiny little tomato plant, and I don't want it to bend in half and fall forward. So I don't know what to do right now. I'm like sort of like worried. Look at this thing. There's so many tomatoes on it right now. It is unbelievable. So if anyone can come up with something in the next 15 or 20 minutes, an idea, please let me know. What the hell can I stake this up with? I mean, I stuck a rake in there, zip ties. I tied it with some string. I found this metal trellis and I stuffed it down here. And then I used zip ties, but that's not really working. So actually, let me stand back further to show you this behemoth of a plant. And again, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, so you really can't see what's going on. But look at the size of this thing. It is huge. So I have a little bit of an issue here. Well, there's the basil. Here's a pepper plant. This pepper plant was double the size, and it broke in half because of the weight of the peppers on it. So half the plant is missing. That's a little bit of a bummer. So as you can see, next year I have to figure out a way to stake up all my plants way better than I did this year, because I totally and utterly screwed up on this one. So once again, thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. And please give me quick suggestions how I can save this plant. It is really leaning forward. Don't know if you can see that, but look at that. Thanks for watching.